What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we are finally going to start tearing into the new 04 Overland with the 4.7 HO and hopefully get a cylinder head off and maybe see why it's not starting or see if the bottom end is good. Now, real quick before we get into that, I thought I would show you the one thing that I've done to this. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the wheels are slightly shinier. Now, this thing had mismatched tires all the way around. The wheels were in horrible shape. There was even like a big, huge chunk missing out of one of the wheels. Luckily, it had a spare tire in the back, or spare wheel, I guess I should say. So I was able to grab 4 of the best wheels, and I threw some just pretty worn out used tires on it, but they are all at least the same size tires. They're all the same brand. I just couldn't deal with having my broken down old WJ sit outside with mismatched tires. So obviously you guys know my priorities are very straight with this thing, since I'm putting tires on it and cleaning the wheels so it looks good sitting here broken on the side of the road. But hopefully we're gonna start the process today of actually digging into figuring out, can we save this thing? Is it dead? Is it dying? So today, I would like to get at least one of the 2 cylinder heads off this thing. Obviously, I will work on the driver's side because it is much more convenient than the passenger side. So, like I said, we'll get the valve cover off, we'll get the accessories out of the way, the intake out of the way, and hopefully get this cylinder head pulled off and take a look down in the cylinders. And I guess I never really gave you guys an update on my little bit of tinkering I've done with this thing. I did do a compression test, and all 8 cylinders are like super low, like 60 to 90 PSI. I did put a little bit of oil down in the cylinders to do a wet compression check, and that did bring it up to 100 to 120 PSI. But again, while cranking, I could just kind of occasionally get it to kind of hit and stumble. But when it would do that, it was basically blowing any combustion chamber gases into the cooling system, because I pulled the radiator cap off and had smoke coming out of the radiator. So head gaskets and or heads are bad, warped, whatever. So pending I get this thing apart and the cylinder walls are in good shape, then I'm gonna send the cylinder heads out. Yeah, I know, 4.7 heads that have been overheated, that's a definite gamble, but I'm gonna send the cylinder heads out, have them decked, make sure they are true, nice and flat. We'll put new fresh head gaskets on this thing and hit the key and see if it will start. That's the game plan, at least. I'm trying to spend as little money as possible just to see if it'll start and run, to see if the bottom end is okay, because we could still have a bearing issue, a rod issue, who knows. But until I can get the thing to start, I will have no idea. So that's the game plan, get the cylinder heads off so I can look down in the cylinders, and pending they're good, we're gonna send the heads off. So I'll throw you guys up on the hood and I will start tearing this absolutely nasty engine apart. All right, guys, so it's been like 4 days since the start of this video because we've had like 4 days of torrential rain. We had a tornado in there, and yeah, I haven't been able to just work out here in the street very well since we've had just obscene amount of rain. So I've worked on it here intermittently since I was stopped filming. So I've got, you know, the other valve cover off, the timing cover off the motor. I've got the timing chains held up in place. The tensioner's all pulled off, and I've got all of the head bolts off. And I have not looked yet, but I'm going to look with you guys here. Yeah, we're gonna pull the head, throw it on the ground, and hopefully take a look in the cylinders and see if we see any scoring. And I guess not necessarily just scoring, but any scoring that we can catch our fingernail on, because that would mean we've got a hurt engine block. And I don't know what the plan is from there. So enough talking, let me lift this head. Like I said, I've got the head fully unbolted. I threw a pry bar, popped it loose. So we'll get this thing lifted off, and I don't know. I don't know what we'll see, but let's do this. So guys, what do we see? Yes, there's some really weird dark markings, but I mean, I don't love the dark markings, don't get me wrong, but I can't catch my fingernail on anything. Again, weird dark markings, but they are completely smooth. You can even still see a little bit of cross hatching. So yeah, I guess it's good. I don't know. Yeah, just lots of dark markings, but no scoring. Yeah, so what does that mean? I guess I wasn't expecting to see dark lines that you couldn't feel with your finger. Yeah, I guess my thought was I was either going to see absolutely nothing or heavy scoring that you could feel with your finger. I have nothing that I can feel, but again, you guys saw those really dark lines. Gosh, that's a thing to see. I don't know if that's good or bad. I would think the rings would still seal on the cylinder walls since there's nothing that you can feel. I don't know. Obviously, we were blowing compression into our cooling system. So, you know, the head gasket is obviously done for. The cylinder heads are probably warped from being hot. So I guess my thought is have the heads sent out, have them machined, have them cleaned up, throw new head gaskets on it, bolt our heads on, and hit the key. I don't know. It's a gamble because if our bottom end is damaged, we've got rod damage or bearing damage, I guess I should say, main bearings or rod bearings or rings, we still have a bad engine that we've just spent a little bit of money on trying to make run. So maybe I'll get another buddy to come over here, take a look, and get a second set of eyes for some approval. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Have you ever had dark lines on your cylinder walls, but you can't feel them? What the heck does that mean? And yeah, do we throw some machined heads on this thing and some gaskets and hit the key and hope for the best and make it run? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm working out in the street and it's like 100% humidity out here due to all the rain, so it's hot. And it's not even 100-degree Kansas heat yet. So we need to get this thing back together and hopefully moving so we can keep sorting it out. So guys, I don't know. It's a project that I shouldn't be getting into on the side of the road in front of the rental house, but hey, we're doing what we're doing, and we've got to save all the WJs because I don't know why, because they're cool or something. So guys, let me know down in the comment section, what are we doing? We good with the lower end? Are we not? Put some heads on it, fire it up? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So guys, thanks for guess coming out in the street with me and taking an engine apart. Don't know that I've ever wanted to say that before, but guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.